Hello, and welcome back to How to Be Healthy. It's so good to have you here with me today. Let's start with a moment of honesty. Have you ever found yourself standing in front of a stubborn jar, the lid refusing to budge, and felt a quiet flicker of frustration? Or perhaps you've gone to lift a bag of groceries from the car and felt a surprising twinge in your back. A little betrayal from a body that used to do these things without a second thought. Maybe it was the simple act of getting up from a low, comfortable sofa that suddenly required a strategy. These small moments, these tiny surrenders, can feel like much more than just physical limitations. They can feel like the fraying edges of our independence. We are told, relentlessly, that the answer is to get fit. We see images of people our age in glossy magazines, running marathons, or lifting heavy, intimidating weights in cavernous gyms. And for many of us, that world feels foreign, unrealistic, and frankly, unappealing. It feels like a solution designed for someone else, for a different body, for a different life. What if I told you that this entire picture is a grand illusion? What if the path to profound, practical, real-world strength, the kind of strength that lets you lift your grandchild, carry the luggage on that trip you've been planning, and open any jar you please, has absolutely nothing to do with a gym? What if I told you the secret is gentler, quieter, and already living inside your own home? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on a different kind of power. We are going to rediscover 3 foundational movements, 3 gentle secrets that our bodies are designed for, but that modern life has helped us forget. These aren't exercises in the way you might think of them. They are reclamations. They are the keys to unlocking the active independence you deserve. And the first secret, the one that anchors everything else, might just surprise you. What if I told you the key to unlocking this incredible power isn't in lifting more, but in mastering the simple act of sitting down and standing up? It sounds almost too simple to be true, doesn't it? But stick with me, because in that simple motion lies the foundation for a strength that will serve you every single day for the rest of your vibrant life. We see a chair and we think of rest, of passivity. But from now on, I want you to see it as your first and most important piece of strength-building equipment. The exercise is called the sit to stand, but I prefer to call it the anchor of independence. Why? Because the ability to get up from a seated position, with control and without assistance, is one of the most fundamental predictors of long-term mobility and independence. Every time you stand up from your dining table, get out of your car, or rise from your favorite armchair, you are performing a squat. This is the movement of life. A leg press machine at a gym isolates a few muscles in an artificial, fixed pattern. But the sit to stand teaches your body to work as an integrated whole. It teaches your muscles to communicate, to fire in the correct sequence, just as they need to in the real world. Let's break down how to do it perfectly. To build strength, not strain. First, sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, one that won't slide. Your feet should be flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart, positioned directly under your knees. Rest your hands on your thighs or cross them over your chest. The goal is not to use them to push off. Now, before you move an inch, lean forward slightly. Shift your weight from your seat onto your feet. This is the most crucial and often missed part of the movement. You are loading the powerful muscles of your legs and hips, preparing them to do the work. Your chest should be up, your gaze straight ahead. Now, press down through your heels. Imagine you are pushing the floor away from you. Squeeze your gluteal muscles, the large muscles in your backside, and rise to a full standing position. It should be a smooth, controlled motion. No rocking, no lurching, no pushing with your hands. Just pure, clean strength from your lower body. And the second half is just as important. To sit back down, reverse the movement with the same control. Hinge at your hips first, pushing your backside out as if you're reaching for the chair behind you. Keep your chest lifted. Lower yourself slowly until you are seated. Don't just collapse into the chair. This control on the way down is what builds incredible stability and strength. Start with a set of 5. If that feels good, try for 8. Or even 10, 2 or 3 times a day, while the kettle is boiling. During a commercial break on television, the beauty of this is its accessibility. You are repatterning your body's most basic movement, turning a simple daily action into a powerful affirmation of your strength. You are building the anchor that will keep you steady and capable. You are literally building the foundation to stand on your own 2 feet, powerfully and with confidence. We have now firmly anchored our lower body. We've reawakened the largest muscles in our body and taught them to work together to lift us, to move us. But what happens when we need to carry something? When we need to lift that bag of soil for the garden, or hold a grandchild who has fallen asleep in our arms? That requires a different kind of strength, one that connects our powerful legs to our arms. The next secret is found not in your arms, as you might expect, but in a place most of us completely ignore: the deep, stabilizing pillar at the very center of our bodies. When people talk about core strength, most of us immediately think of sit-ups or crunches. We picture a flat, toned stomach. But that's another illusion, a narrow and often misleading part of the picture. Your true core is not just a set of abs. It's a 360-degree corset of muscle that wraps around your entire midsection, from your lower ribs to your pelvis. It includes muscles in your front, your sides, and, most critically, your back. This muscular corset is the bridge. It's the bridge that transfers the power from your anchored legs up to your shoulders and arms. It's the bridge that protects your spine from injury when you bend or lift. A weak bridge means a weak back, poor posture, and a massive energy leak. When your core is weak, a simple task like lifting a suitcase can send a shockwave of force straight to the delicate discs in your spine. So how do we build this bridge safely? We forget the floor. Traditional planks can put immense pressure on the wrists, shoulders, and lower back, especially if our core isn't strong enough to begin with. We turn, instead, to the wall. This is our second secret: the wall plank, or what I call the bridge of stability. Stand about arm's length away from a clear wall. Place your palms flat on the wall, directly in front of your shoulders, with your fingers pointing towards the ceiling. Your arms should be straight, but not locked at the elbow. Now, take a step or two back, so your body is in a long, straight line from your head to your heels. You should be leaning into the wall, supporting your weight on your hands and feet. This is where the magic happens. Right now, gravity is trying to make your hips sag towards the floor. Your job is to prevent that, but not by sucking in your stomach. That's a weak, hollow action. We need to learn to brace. Imagine someone is about to gently push you from the side. What do you do instinctively? You tighten everything around your middle. You create a solid, unshakable pillar. That is bracing. Engage your gluteal muscles by giving them a gentle squeeze. Tighten the muscles in your thighs. And now, brace that core. Hold this position. Breathe steadily and deeply. Don't hold your breath. Your body should feel active, engaged, and solid, like a marble pillar. How long should you hold it? Start with 20 seconds. If that feels manageable, work up to 30, then 45, and eventually a full minute. The goal is not to tremble and strain. The goal is to feel a deep, steady strength being forged in your center. You are teaching your body to be a single, powerful, connected unit. You are building the bridge that will allow you to lift, carry, and move through your world with safety and confidence. This movement, this simple act of holding your own body in a straight line against a wall, does more for your practical, day-to-day strength than 100 sit-ups ever could. It protects your back, perfects your posture, and unites the power of your upper and lower body. You are no longer just a collection of parts. You are becoming a fully integrated system. So we now have the anchor in our legs and the bridge in our core. We can stand with power. We can stabilize our torso with confidence. But true, active independence requires one more crucial element: the ability to reach, to pull, to interact with the world around us. And the final secret is perhaps the most surprising of all, because it's not about building bigger arm muscles. It's about building strength by learning to let go. Think about your day. You reach up to a high kitchen cabinet. You pull open a heavy door. You reach back to put on a coat. Most of us think these are actions of the arms and shoulders, and they are, in part. But the true source of stable, powerful upper body movement comes from a place we rarely, if ever, think about: the intricate, elegant muscles of our upper back that control our shoulder blades or scapulae. Because of modern life hours spent driving, looking down at phones, working at a desk, these crucial postural muscles often become sleepy, weak, and overstretched. At the same time, the muscles in our chest and the front of our shoulders become tight and short. This combination pulls us forward into that familiar, rounded posture that can cause neck pain, shoulder impingement, and a surprising loss of functional strength. The secret to unlocking the strength of your upper body is to reawaken these sleeping muscles in your back. It's to let go of the tension in the front of your body and rediscover the power in the back. This is our third secret, a movement I call the wings of freedom, because that is precisely what it gives you. You might know it as a wall angel or a scapular retraction. Stand with your back flat against a wall. If you can, have your head touching the wall as well, but don't force it. A slight bend in your knees will help you get your lower back to touch the wall. Now raise your arms out to your sides and bend your elbows to 90 degrees, like a goalpost. Try to get the backs of your forearms and hands to touch the wall. For many of us, this will be a challenge in itself, due to tightness in the chest. Be gentle. Only go as far as you can without pain. The movement is incredibly subtle. This is not about brute force. It's about precision and connection. Keeping your arms in contact with the wall, I want you to very slowly slide your arms up the wall a few inches. Then, even more slowly, slide them back down. As you slide down, I want you to focus on one single sensation, the feeling of your shoulder blades gently gliding down and in towards your spine. That is the entire movement. You are letting go of the overactive chest and shoulder muscles and asking the small, vital muscles of your upper back to do their job. You are reestablishing a critical mind-muscle connection. You are teaching your brain how to fire these muscles again. This is the letting go part. Letting go of old, inefficient movement patterns and embracing a new, stronger, more aligned way of being. Why is this so powerful? Because the secret to a strong pull, whether you're starting a lawnmower, carrying a heavy shopping basket, or pulling open a stubborn door, doesn't start in your biceps. It starts here, between your shoulder blades. When these muscles are active and strong, they create a stable platform for your shoulder joint to operate from, making every single movement of your arms stronger, safer, and more efficient. You are literally building strength from the inside out. Perform 8 to 10 of these slow, mindful repetitions. Feel the gentle warmth between your shoulder blades. That is the feeling of reawakening. You're not just doing an exercise. You're correcting your posture, preventing pain, and unlocking the full potential of your upper body. You're building your wings. These 3 movements, the anchor of independence, the bridge of stability, and the wings of freedom, seem so simple on their own, don't they? Almost too simple to create the kind of profound change I'm talking about. But their true, transformative power is unleashed when we understand that they aren't just 3 separate exercises. They are a system. They are 3 parts of a single, golden thread of strength. I'm about to show you how these 3 secrets don't just add up, they multiply, creating a chain of functional power that will redefine what you thought was possible in your daily life. Let's put it all together. Imagine you need to lift a large, slightly heavy box from the floor. Without this knowledge, you might bend over from your waist, round your back, and heave with your arms and lower back. It's an invitation for strain and injury. But now, you have the secrets. First, you approach the box, and you initiate a perfect sit-to-stand, but in reverse. You hinge at your hips, keeping your chest up, and lower yourself with the power of your legs. You have engaged your anchor. Your legs and glutes are now loaded, ready to power the lift. Second, as you grip the box, you brace your core. You create that solid, 360-degree tension around your middle. You have engaged your bridge. Your spine is now protected, and you've created a direct channel for the power from your legs to travel upwards. Third, before you lift, you subtly engage your upper back. You pull your shoulder blades slightly down and back, setting them in that stable position. You have engaged your wings. Your shoulders are now secure, ready to guide the load safely. And now, you lift. You press the floor away with your feet, driving the movement with your powerful legs. The force travels seamlessly across the stable bridge of your core, and your strong, well-positioned upper back and arms guide the box effortlessly. There is no strain on your lower back. There is no jerking motion. There is only smooth, integrated, intelligent strength. This is the gentle secret. It's not about having bigger muscles. It's about having smarter muscles. It's about teaching your body to work the way it was designed to, as a magnificent, interconnected system. So here is your mission, should you choose to accept it. 3 or 4 times a week, practice this sequence. Start with 10 repetitions of the sit-to-stand. Focus on control. Follow that with a 30-second wall plank. Focus on that solid, braced feeling. Finish with 10 slow, mindful wall angels. Focus on the glide of your shoulder blades. This entire routine takes less than 10 minutes. There is no equipment to buy, no gym membership required. The only requirement is your willingness to listen to your body and to invest, gently and consistently, in your own independence. The goal is not exhaustion. The goal is activation. It's consistency. It is the quiet, daily practice of reclaiming the strength that is already yours. This is the beginning. This is your foundation. By mastering these 3 simple secrets, you are not just building strength, you are building confidence. You are proving to yourself, day by day, that these years are not about limitation. They are a golden opportunity to feel more capable, more resilient, and more vital than ever before. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this helpful, and if you are ready to continue this journey of reclaiming your vitality and building a body that will serve you for all the wonderful years to come, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. We have so much more to explore together. Until next time, be well, be strong, and be wonderfully you.